In this example, we added a float left to this image, and when we did that, this paragraph filled in the space left when that image floated left, and also this H2 came in to fill in the space. Now we might not want that. We might want this H2 to show up below it, and in order to do that, we need to clear the float. And so I've created this class called clear float that clears the left float, and so I can go ahead and apply that to the H2. And when I do that, now this H2 appears below it. Now because this div is given a background color, you can see that this div is not quite fully filling in that space, which looks a little odd. So if we want that to fill it in, one way to handle that is to come back inside the div and add a BR, and then apply that class to the BR. So you can see now that it fills it in a little bit better. And there is actually a more efficient way to do this. So I'm just going to save it. And then I'll just play a little bit with this div tag. Now normally we would create another class, but I'll just do this a simple way. So what I'm going to do is apply an overflow property, and then when I do that, you'll see that that also has the effect of clearing the float. Now the real purpose of the overflow property is to tell the browser what to do if you have more content than fits in the space. So to demonstrate that, if I add a height, and a width, then you'll see that I have more content than fits into that space. And so overflow by default, when we use auto, it'll add this little scroll bar. You could also just specify to use a scroll bar. And there are other settings that you can use in here as well. Hidden will just hide content that doesn't fit. And if we didn't have the overflow, then that content would just extend past the boundary. So we'll learn how to use overflow, and like when you would want to use overflow and when you would want to use clear, as we start to work with these multi-column layouts.